All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. My name is, and I am starting a fresh game, Ad Games Tycoon. We need a good company name. So great value. I mean, I kind of like that idea. I think I might just keep with that. 76, just working speed. Right. Okay. Unchecked. Just I can never remember that. I always get it. All right. 500 grand. Unknown. Plus 100%. Um. Call it. Never really. This one. Huh. Job market. Idiot. And that was an awful lot last time. That just saves me time. That from just always still gonna have my webpage pulled up. And employees can learn all that. It's a big one like that. Okay, so and we start. I will have a little bit of research just in case if I get screwed right out of the gate. A researcher that helps me out. So let's see here. The giant warehouse increased random. Oh wow, you can. Wow, that's crazy. Huh. Random game. Oh, I like all of this. Skill, okay. All right, we're gonna pause the game for a second. Here, sir. It's turned on. Small development room. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we have. Oh, and we've got skill. So there's a win. Math, renovation, and special services. Now, let's pull up our page. In a while. Uh, and it has been a while. Okay, so either way, none of these are green, so they're not good for skill. That's all right. Now let's go ahead and get our research. Hello, come here. Okay. Been a minute. Trying to remember all my keys. All right. It's one not terrible. I try to always hire. I try to stay under the $2,000. Just always. I have to go higher. That's fine, but I try to replace them. I'm always looking to cut the highest paid person and the lowest paid person. That kind of an asshole boss. But that's all right. Um, let's go ahead and make. Let's get the. I think it's 5 start, and I grow it over time. I think up to 8. I used to really try to like squeeze like multiple. Do this like one more box and turn off snapping. A fourth. It's I don't know. I liked it for a while. Just don't hard manage your space like that. Now I will turn off snapping. It does save us on sync. Slide this stuff right in here. Just enough. Fit a heater in here. Funky. All right. Just remember to turn snapping back on. Since we're actually, let's just get there. There. And halls. Heat and or as we grow. Okay, now let's give them a break room. So going small thing. And not many now, so it does. I like to get stools, partly because they're cheap. I think they look a couple of that. Uh, and now so out here. That'll work. Okay, so all right. Then I like to have a team of 6 to start with. I can't 5. Um, yeah. So a basic setup here. Let's go ahead and assignment contract name, mathematics and our skill. We're a subtopic search. And while they're doing that, let's look at the job market. Fixed game. So salary. All right. So now start. And we're gonna move this into fast forward now. And in the beginning, each week, we're just gonna check the job board, see uh, if new commission work comes up. I have been able to past by the end of the first year have win awards. Um, but yeah, have it's not uncommon for have a um, but yeah, QA, graphics, sound, all of that. By the end of the first year, you gotta get it and not waste a lot of your time. Okay, mathematics, getting this right now in Bill. And is that right? Let's look. It's 40. Okay. Yeah. Actual tablet and go. Now, while they're doing that, we'll start getting another way. There's some basic, um, basic things you just gotta bang. Um, genre. What? Go ahead and spin. Get it back. All right. And let's get into some topics here. I've got an old spreadsheet. Uh, all right. Thank you. Ideas. Starter. Dragons. All right. So magic. Yeah, that sounds skill. Knights and goblins. So let's get goblin. And programmers. Like dummies. Costume. You mathematics. That's right. Goblins and knights. And go very basic. Okay, that going. Let's get racing. Got police and transportation. Writing. Like writing, but this we can also use at skill. programmer, another program. Excuse me. So yeah, sorry. We'll keep you. Uh, something feature. Transportation. Uh, Go. Oh, red. Excuse me. Now, also, I enlarged the room. Should probably better carpet. Go. That's a little better. Yeah. All right. So, a mic a little closer to me. Hope I haven't been cutting out. I've been looking, trying to get my other monitor sorted out here. There we go. That's better. Yes. Hand over the game, please. All right. Magic. It's the Demon Hunter's Door. Okay, so basically, starting in your first year, right? Basically, just having a game plan going into it, right? Knowing what topics you want to get, right? Getting the ones that'll hit the most genres. Which is why, uh, in my spreadsheet thing here, right? Like these numbers you're seeing, right? These are all associated. These each one of these numbers is a genre that this topic works. Hence this list here, right? Skill, puzzles. Into all these numbers are So each topic in the game files tells you what it's good and not good with. Beta list, and these are like really good starting topics. Green is like six genres. Yellow is like a ton of genres, some of them good in the uh, the blue is like these are good for but yeah, so you have yourself kind of a game, and so you start researching all the topics, get all the genres, and then just do um, just perform as much commission work as you can um, until there's nothing left. And then when there's a graphics guy, he'll get replaced. That guy. I didn't span. Uh, got a little bit of there. ah, there we go. This is 9. I forget my own play style. That way you can get 8 people and still have room if you're going. Uh, Trash can. All right. Now, new- okay. Well, then we're going to make our first game and hope like heck it. So, goblin and magic. And we call it. I call it. Let's go eat goblin magic. That's what's in it. Goblins and go for everybody across the really what's roster. So enough. I don't know. All the years I've been playing this game, I've never really got as far as I just always turn them all on. Yeah, I mean, this is about right. Usually by the end of the third quarter, I'm making my first game, so this is a lot for me, but it's okay. Um, but what I do want to do now is borrow money from the and get QA going right away. So we're in February of our first year and we're already QA. And you're like, well, dude, you just went 200 grand in the hole. Well, yeah, but you know what? I mean, 200 grand I'll make back. Uh, Now my game is starting. I mean, I'm making my first game a little sooner than usual, so it may be a little more of a struggle. Uh, it's all right. I'll get there. And with little, the idea is I can build a quality assurance room. Excuse me, and get a guy in there almost right away. And put a little play on my first game. Well, I'm gonna probably spend more time developing it than I need to. But I want a high amount of buyers, right? Because I want to get the 50,000 units sold of a game as fast as possible to unlock spinoff. Problem here is negative money big time, so we don't get to have a lot of, so quite literally all I need is room, desk, a couple of people to put in it. Then I only have to be, pause the game for actually let it roll over a week. Game tester. Find it uncomfortable in there. Bad sound. Cheap sound guy. Doubled up graphics guy. Grammar programmers. Okay. So I can get another. Let's get a rug in here. And while we're paused, I want to get also Steam. This is also a fun topic that works well very early on with a lot of genres. Oh, go puppy. Yeah. But yeah, in the past I had an IP devoted to Miracle Workers television. But let's see here. Support and marketing are both kind of really um, support probably more so, just because you start getting out there. Um, and also, yeah, I take my researchers. They're not doing anything. Like right now, I don't have. Really, I don't want to blow any more money since I'm negative. Right, so we'll just put everybody to work here. Let's have a look. Okay, and see if there's any good deals. No. No. All right. Kind of, yeah. So, I mean, with this many employees, I mean, there's a lot of money going out as well, right? And if you really, really need to scrimp and save, if you're sucking, then right before the fourth week kicks over in your month, pause your game, go through and fire people. Wait for the week to click over and then hire new people. I mean, because people get paid at the end of the month. Just fucking fire them before the end of the month, and they won't get. And it's a shit move, but if you got to save a buck, you save a buck, man. All right, so 70 to 90. So we're going to be in the 80s. Let's go ahead and release uh, skill and co. And all right, we will give it sequel. It free date and gamer. Let's do them now. Let's get some jobs done. Get money back into the bank and then start paying back the bank. And then as soon as we pay back the bank, we'll take out another loan and then, more stuff. All right. So yeah, and literally when you're making contract games, like if I wanted instead to put points into these, I would. I don't care if they don't match. It's actually a little better sometimes if you start sandbagging because these contract games, I mean, you'll end up competing against them. I've had a contract game win an award, you know, in the past. So, be careful that you're not making super good games, man, all the time. Early on, first year, not as big a deal, but like I keep like throughout the game, throughout the entirety of my game. Because why not? I mean, it's money. If you're getting more topics that you want to get experience into, you know. Also, another thing is once you have QA, you so have them bug fix because eventually you'll start pushing out contract games with bugs, and your fans will get pissed. So it's okay cost wise to go ahead and throw your QA on there for fixing all. Now, see, like this, for example, racing, I mean, writing and translation work, but if I wanted to put a point, like let's get steampunk a point, you know, in writing, why not? Yeah, they'll just get letters from people saying, good game, but I really like steampunk in a racing game, whatever, and you'll be like, okay, and that's how I should not to use that next time. If you don't have like, if you're not playing in sandbox mode where it tells you, or if you don't have your wiki pulled up. But I mean, look at this, right? So also the other thing with the bank, right? Your interest is charged at the end of the month. Well, so you have all month get as much paid off as you can. So there, do that, and when it clicks over, we'll pay off some more if we can. Any more stuff here? No. Let's go ahead then and make next. Oh, we're not going to do a racing. We're not going to make a race. We're going to go straight to adventure. With knights and goblins, because just go. Actually, let's go knights and magic, just to change it a little bit. This will be the paladin, and also every 5 games that you create, right, you unlock another platform. Right? So your custom work, custom games will add into that, right? So like I'll have the third one unlocked before there's even a third platform available. Keep it out, get kind of ahead of the curve there, and that's kind of a good sign for you doing something right. Maybe, I mean, as long as your finances aren't fucking right. But since this is my game, I'm going to enable all features and everything, and we're going to finish the automation here. That, and let's look at the job market. All right, search design. Searchers. Hang on a second. 19 something and to just other dude paid me $600. Sound and graphics. Actually, I need another graphics guy, yeah? Yes. Go ahead and pick up the graphics guy. Him in there. Search guy. Spend the money. That. Probably but let's go ahead. Just bite the bullet. Oh, yeah. Okay. And just leave you there for now. Got to get, and we still have to pay off like 100 grand. So no more money outgoing for now for a second. Excuse me. All right. This is kind of the hard part. Like I've just got to kind of sit and wait. Hopefully, while developing this game, sales of the other game keep me afloat and pulling enough that I can pay off. Now, this is not ready to go out. So they've finished, but we're not. Instead, we're going to add a couple. And we're just going to sit here and wait it out and watch the job market. Better deal. $1,000 researcher. Search. 1,000. And all right. And then after this, should be able to pay off the bank. Let's go ahead and get in here and ready to go. So we're going to pay off the bank, borrow money. And let's go ahead and get support. I like getting them first because you can just turn on your little phone calls for fans. And in the beginning, it's a little It's a little rough because it's just a constant leak of money, but you're buying fans effectively. Um, we'll get back to what I was saying here in a second. I really, really want this to be a good, strong game, but I also need to get it out, get the money coming in. So I think I'm going to go ahead and release it at the end of this week. Also going to pay back the bank what I can. So I have less money going out on bills. Excuse me. All right. There. Oh no, that's puzzle. 40. Most fans though, right there, and it hit a 90 something. Nice. So oh, right at 90. That perfect. Good enough. That happy. Give it an update. Uh, have guys. And what we want now is for the end of this month, we want to have another game underway of our own. And that way we'll have 3 games for the how's it called? The games convention. Games convention will give them each a little bit of a hype boost, but we'll also get fans. And the more games we have, the more fans we'll get. So time ships. Ooh, time travel. That. Sure. Let's go ahead and steam in there. I kind of want to get special force going, but I mean, you don't really get to use that until much later. Strategy, good, I think. Strategy. The steampunk and magic. 30, 15, 15. And then let's see. These guys, are they done with their. Okay. So we're going to tell them to go ahead and bug fix on that. So that's all they're going to do. Bug fix, right? And there's still bugs, so we're going to continue development and work some of these down. Although I don't have anybody here right now, damn it. Okay. Now there's no bugs, whatever. Finish over the game. Not bad for a contract game, really. We're going to pause here, though. I like to play and fast forward when everything's going, but then I like to pause so I don't lost time. Let's go ahead and make our support. And you guys will get coffee. The other guys have water. And crap, I can already pay the back. Hot. So another week Goblin Magic, and I'll have. That'll be cool. So let's up and saw a crapload of Paladin. And not take any more just yet. Now we're got just over 2 weeks back to work. Commission. Actually, that I want to get me time travel. Yeah, you help him do that. Uh, and so do we? Okay, hang. It's all right. There we go. Hang out this. Ah, time travel, so that we don't all market topics we already have, because in our games will less so many games topics and but only buyers. So you are all those head right. You start paying attention to what you know what's saturating and what's not. I'll show you next time. Game, I think. Let's get you guys back over. Oh, oh, let's go ahead and extend our room. Uh, and see how much I have. Take out another loan, probably. Well, probably take out another loan and get graphics. All right, and butter, coffee, trash, and start seeing game pop up. Hey, look at that. Oh, good price. It for bad. That one's but and we'll back. Or what we're paying our people. Sound guy at 19. Graphics 15 or less. Just about everybody except for the sound guy. Okay, so don't want sweet and that sound guy for sure. That sound guy can go. And that's good. I'm gonna keep so what we will do instead is take this dude, drop him in here for now so that he has a seat. And let's see. Graphics 500. All right, so that. All right, and let's release Q and let's go ahead and start our game. Spin off. This will be game. Touch. And hang on a second. I need a quick timeout. Ah, dogs. Alrighty, I am back. Thank you for waiting. ACC Cleaner, how are you? All right, so spinning off from the Paladin, a puzzle game. Oh, you know what I wish we had, and I don't know if we have enough time. Blocks. Uh, come on, pause the game. We don't lose time. Okay. Also, let's get no our fan. We are going to start with satisfaction on, and I try to run this even when I have more money than I need, right? Because this is the most bang for the buck, right? Get 50 for 3,500, right? So to get 100, it would only be 7 grand instead of 10 grand, right? And then just doing the math, right? Of course, you're going to get way more fans at a time. So, you know, I don't know. Once you have enough money, I mean, doesn't matter. But in the beginning, if you can keep this going, that is going to help you more than anything. Because growing your fan base is what helps you uh, sell more games, right? Ultimately. So we're going to spin off from the Paladin. It will be a puzzle. Um, and it will be uh, oh, let's make goblins. Goblin maker. Goblin maker it is. Oh, and look at that. I have a third platform, but no platform to buy, like I was saying earlier. I mean, I can buy the arcade, but I don't really get into that. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll try that this time around. Maybe I'll research that stuff early. Arcade cabinets can make you money, but damn, you know, and there. And we still have not a whole lot. We're gonna go. We'll have enough money to um, buy our three. Put our 3 games in. That is what right now. 5. We are in the summer slump. -30% games goals. Grand. All right. Goblin Magic. Paladin hit 99. There we go. I mean, a whole bunch more fans. Doubled. I do want to end the automation here. Actually, get some customers. Calls are chargeable. Get out of the back topics. I've got get that earned back and paid off paste. Start getting graphics. Graphics? Are already on that? Yes, I go. Score. Okay. Now, while that's going on, iTunes. Go. And that back to. Oh crap! I never. That was the whole point. Me expanding the room and all that was like, I'll just got to put the radiator in there, make room, and then I radiator in there. And how not have a carpet? What's wrong with me? There we go. Okay. Now, yeah, see, we're making some money here. Check the charts. Rainbow world. Did I make that? No, I guess not. Huh. But yeah, so as you saw in the first 2 to 3 months of the game, and even still, making your contract games, not just the shorter contract work for that money, but the games themselves, getting points into genres and the topics and leveling those up, right? So that once you start using your games, they'll be uh, even more impactful because you've quote, leveled up topics and genres. So that's why I keep making contract games throughout the entirety of the game because when a new genre comes out, I'll make every contract game I can with that genre to put into it so that when I make my game, my team will have that experience already in that. It also helps with up here, right, with your game company. Uh, what's the word? Size, not size, right? Like I'm a half star company. It's my studio rating, right? So I'm a half star on a 5-star chart. All right. I probably should have been paying more attention and back to bank. Not, not that I could have paid it all off, but to get it done, pay out. And hopefully, let's see, 5 weeks. Really hoping to have Graphics Studio up before we release the game. Hoping that maybe it could pull an award for graphics. I don't know if we'll make enough money. We might make enough money to search sound studio. I might not build one, but I may have it researched at the very least. And try to still end with a profit on the end of the first year. That's always been kind of my goal. Is QA graphics, sound, you know, support, at least those things at the end of the first year and end with a profit. There have been a couple of games where I've done well enough that I was able to get all of that and marketing researched and end with a profit. Not much, it's like, $10,000. But, you know, I mean, if we look at where I am right now, I'm at negative 503, right? So you start with 500 grand. So that 500 grand that I spent effectively is what my negative here is, plus 3, which is not bad considering I've paid into the bank. Interest, right? 18 grand in interest. So not doing horrible. Graphic studio is about done, so now because coffee, trash can, yeah, and we'll pause the game for now. We've got some hiring and firing. Graphics guy, graphics guy, sick guy. So we'll kid. Oh, every room. I'll just have one anyway. There is a monthly cost to this, but I mean it's low enough versus how well we end. It's not. You might go easy at the beginning if you're playing on like hard or even harder levels. So you may end up having to just put them in the hallways instead, like every other room, whatever. But keep people happy. Excuse me. All right, so got 2 open seats now, and we'll be having more once we get the sound researched. So let's see what we have in the job market. Screw all of you guys. That much stinking money. Okay, that leaves us with graphics artists. Oh shit, and they're both here. You're just not getting any. Couldn't take you for now, but you're getting dropped later. Sure. Uh, unless you got issue. Okay, programmers. I like having more program game designers for the way that this game works and how stats work going into games. Oh, game tester. All we have in here now is game. Oh, we still have a. Okay, that's right. So we do have ready. So really the question becomes like if there were a really cheap sound person down here, like here, go ahead and grab them. Um, even in here for now, right? Because development, we really want to start replacing as I've built my graphic. I should replace those programmers and or designers. Let's go ahead and and last look through here. Kind of want to get this. don't see many regular dudes. Huh. All right, I'll let those sit in there for a while. What do we goblin make? Right, okay. And back in the hole we go. Not quite. But this is exciting. Uh, got come sound. Kind of want to go ahead and get marked. Where am I at with negative 600? I mean, I need to still need to. Might just sit for a second on outgoing. But marketing, I think, is going to be my next one. Start getting the extra. I mean, and it's a lot of outgoing money. Start getting hype, and your games start lasting long. So I mean, it's a long run play, but it's didn't realize I'd paid off so nice. Maybe let's take a second then. Um, I like elves. Pick that up. How are we doing? Sure. Okay, yeah, we've been it for time. And we're gonna keep it in development, and we're gonna fucking suddenly we've got a lot of people. All right, so programmers are two of them. I will take a game test. Gosh, you lost me. Um, sound artist. Go ahead and hope that our game feels all right. We'll help Paladin, hoping the Paladin stick around long to hit the Christmas sales. That's my because I mean that is going to be me if I can have um all of my I'm getting, even if it's not selling a whole lot, right? Going to get a boost in sales. All right. Let's pause the game for a second. Okay. Finances. I'm still at negative. Good Christ. Oh, the two dog alarm just went off. Heart attack. Bank, I still. And okay. So we're just going to sit for. All right. This week. Date for. Call it good. I really want to. Last second. Development. Puzzle game. Tai 2. I like Tai 2. $11. All right. So, right. Instead of. Right. Or 10. Or for. I like Tai 2. 90. All right. Good. Right. Uh, uh, okay. Over. Off the rest of the bank. That way we pay them now. Month. You have any? Okay. But now, got a bunch of this commission quick. It'll help get us a little caught up on annual finance. It's gonna be tough. I could borrow them. No, instead, what I'm going. Uh, I'm just gonna go ahead. Just call it good. Don't have to borrow from that. And let's get that going again. Usually, by the time you have about 5,000 hands, you really need to have a support room going and be able to answer, have customer support available. Um, let's look. I mean, I haven't looked at it. Nice, that's new. So just making sure that I'm not screwing away some. I mean, it shouldn't be. I mean, I know some of these the topics. Like I knew that, but then later when you're looking at Goblin, you're gonna make your sequel. You want to make sure that you're right. I've had a game worked on forever and ever and ever. It was, it was gonna drop. It was gonna like the trend was about to change, right? Like this says we got 59 weeks. Like so at week zero weeks left, like I dropped my game. Next week, trend would kick off my game. And I would have also like the trending topic to go with it. Everything would be 5 stars across the board, everything. but it was like I forgot to change like one thing. The age group wasn't I had it set to all when it was supposed to be for adults, right? So like it ended up, instead of being like a 98% game, it was like a fucking like an 87 or something. And then it didn't rank well on the charts. I mean, it did for a little bit, but it didn't hold. It dropped into like number 5 spot like right away. Makes you a little bummed, you know? All right, so we got Mark. Okay, let's now. Didn't make a racing game. Let's go ahead now that we have available. We're just on this IP. Uh, Grand Theft Carriage. Oh God, are there any dev kits? There's still no dev kits. I mean, not that it really matters. The whole week. Nice. Okay. Now, how are we? Eight, eight. So we're gonna need a large bathroom. Go ahead and grow to lock it now. 5. I don't remember how I did this. That's right. Flip one around. All right. So my my math, well, it's been my experience that one toilet is good for 10 employees. That's not always the case, especially early on, because sometimes you have, say, 2 toilets and maybe you've got 12 people, right? But like suddenly 3 people take a dump. That just happens. So what do you do? Well, what I do, I let them piss. So I've got a machine. I mean, I'll be honest. Um, but like if it's happening regularly, yes, time to expand. But I've just played this game enough that it's kind of, at this level of difficulty, well, right, and kind of know, get it, get it, and like spending this money now means that uh, it's going to be a little harder to positive cash flow. That also just means that, hey, let's not read anything else. Hello. And everything's good there. Well, we need to get some post. Actually, you know what? Screw that. I'm going to wait till the work season, see what happens. But now here we are, just kind of sitting, just kind of watching our sales. I'm glad that the Paladin is still kind of hanging in there. Um, so we've got money. I mean, that's good. We're making money. Let's check our finances. Almost out of the hole. All right. So, okay. I mean, basically hitting the 500 grand mark. That means we'll be out of the. Um, we're about to start spending. However, carpet and we'll get water. Meds, giving people flowers. Huh? All right. There. And yeah, there we go. Now, you guys all want money? No. Okay, office worker. Okay. Actually, this is money going out, but it's money I want. Let's get what I can. Some demos out there before season. Or hype up. So my thought is, if I kind of be careful with my outgoing money, I'll get into the positive. this year, right? Um, and then maybe just before the end of the year, go ahead and start the research. Sound, yeah. Oh, I can't afford that now. That's all right. Um, we're gonna take you guys, bring you back here then. Going, tempted to get the training room started as well. I don't like. I'm still in the red a little bit. I've got 6 weeks left in the year. I don't know if I can make $700,000. I think I would rather. Man, because man, the training room is also a lot of money going. Let's just sit on it for a second. Happens. Let's have a look at our job market. Chief researcher. Oh, let's get okay. Because these guys will eventually also get office. Some of the office guys will be. I'll have 3 people actually that'll be full on research workers. That's why I had that other deal on about uh, multiple jobs because it's specifically for that. It's because why can't a researcher also be, an administrator? I don't know. And I just don't like to hire these people. Sure, don't need any more of those. Game tester. Still a programmer? Still have sound guys in here. I, whatever. In fact, we'll just, oh, let's see. Have from designer, other tester. Their office. I need another one. Yeah. It's a little getting in that private. Uh, okay. Okay. All right. So here's the question. Like, I have the money. I can afford the research sound. I think I'm gonna go for that instead of training. Job would allow me to arcade games, and I mean, if you can make a good arcade, it's just like a steady flow. Getting the balance right, and you have a training. Just have this amount of people. because they only do so many things. And so when they're not doing anything, it's a waste of. So if you're going to have that, may as well have console. Just it's a fucking whole headache that I don't. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and spend that money. I think it's early enough in the year. We're going to let this go one more week as well. And we'll drop it right before the end of the month. And it'll fit in for awards. Because honestly, I don't think my others are going to be award winners. That'll be all right. Because we'll get this game dropped. We'll make our money back. We should finish the year with a profit. And we'll have Sound Studio, sir. And we can start the year off building the Sound Studio and going directly in the red for that. Because crap, the amount of money you have to put out for that. Yay. Nice. Goblin Maker. Wow. Oh, well, I didn't release my game though. Son of a bitch. That's all right though. You know what? We can just sit on it and keep making it. Then, how about that? It's, this actually. For a little bit. And I think what we'll do is once I finish out this year, I'm going to take a break. We'll end the stream and I'm going to turn around and just start up next year. And I'm going to break up the streams based on, we'll do a year at a time and we'll check our finances and see how we did and how far did we get, I've been able to, by year two, research production. Um, it's not really worth it to start making your own games until you kind of get out of the B and get into the B plus. And even then, I mean, you'll start making more money, but it's kind of a pain in the ass because you're selling such small amounts, But it's still more than your competitors by far. And yeah, you start making money hand over fist. That's when you start affording to, have 6 training rooms going at X and all that. Uh, but there's a lot more pausing every week. Just stop, look at, okay, how many games do I need to make? Shit, I don't want to run out. Because if you run out a lot, then you won't get like, you know, some awards. Because if you're producing games that you develop, then, you know, um, one of those awards is for, that publisher of the year or whatever it is. So, um, yeah. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and I think we're going to pause the game here in a second. We'll go ahead and release the game now. Just want to get those last few seconds on the year. we are going to finish. We are going to finish with some kind of. Oh shit! There's not a racing guy. You son of a. Okay, well then we'll call it skill, and we'll just go with Tari. So we won't get as big of a fan base reaction from that because it's not a skill game, but there's nobody pushing skill right now, so that's all good. But still, 94%, we'll take that. And let's get the cost of the update in here. That, okay. And we'll let the year roll over. Nice. This is new for me too. I haven't played this in a while, so this is really neat. Because, I mean, this is exactly where I kind of go anyway, is just to look at my stuff for the year. So that's not bad. So slightly in the profit. Not bad considering, we did pay for and complete research, right? Quality assurance, graphics, marketing, support, and I just finished. If it didn't finish, it's about to 100% on Sound Studio, all paid for in year one. So to have that all researched, and all of it built except for the Sound Studio, so that is all right. We did okay. And so that is the trick, going back to, again, the beginning of the year, right? You just build your development room and what you want. In the beginning is to try to get one of everything. A developer, a programmer, sound, graphics, a game tester. If you can get a game tester, right, that early. But at least one of each, man. Um, and just have them just start working on just the little short projects, just bring some cash in. Um, and that while you're doing that, have somebody in the research room getting your subtopics so you can get two topics going at a time, and then get topics that you need so that when you start making your contract games, you can have contacts, you can have topics that you want to get more experience and level them up. And then when you start putting out your games, it's much easier for you to get that 50,000 games sold from your first game so that you can start making spin offs and then not have a mess of IPs for the first 10 or however many years of your game before you can sell off your IP. So, and this is, again, this is on the hard level of difficulty, right? If you turn it down one and play this way, you will have won the game by like August or whatever. And you'll probably get most of the awards if you play this hard and this kind of scrupulous with your pay and stuff. Like that's going to be probably something I'll do in my next episode as well, is right away, let's do a quick audit on our pay, you know, uh, and whatnot. So, okay, yeah, see, Sound Studio almost. So let's save the game. I actually haven't saved yet. Wow. Okay. So we'll save here and we're going to take a break and we'll be back.